This is your chance to check out the latest and greatest in new home living. We're talking the latest trends, designs, and home tech. The 2026 Parade of Homes is happening now, and here to tell us all about it is Michelle Ellis and Dana Keller. Plus, we have a designer on hand to talk about this year's Designer Challenge. A lot happening, and it's going on now. Welcome, you guys. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
So the Parade of Homes, I mean, this thing has been going on in the Denver area for how many years? I mean, this is a staple in this area.
We've gone back to look. We can see that there was a parade going back as far as the early 1940s.
What?
Yes. So a Parade of Homes has been definitely a staple in the community for a while.
Okay, so for people who maybe are new to the area or just haven't been really paying attention, what can you describe what it is, how it takes place? It's not a parade like you see on St. Patrick's Day or Christmas.
No, not that kind of a parade, no. But it is a showcase of all of the new construction homes throughout the Front Range. So there are 64 participating homes, and there are 27 builders that are represented. The locations are all throughout the Front Range, from Castle Rock all the way up, to the north suburban areas. And the price points range from the townhomes, small townhomes, all the way up to custom homes. So you see just an incredible variety.
Yeah, it's so interesting because people who aren't even in, maybe they're not looking to buy a new home or design, it's just fascinating to see new construction.
No, it's a really great opportunity to see what some of these design trends are. Also, the decor. The parade is a great place to go to get home inspiration for everything from do you want a waterfall island in your kitchen to what about a little touch of wallpaper as an accent wall? You can get kind of a taste of a lot of different ways to modernize your home maybe a little bit.
It's so interesting because you guys have such a wide variety. You mentioned the price points like mid 300s to 6 million. Yeah. When people have a lower price point, is this still for them to think custom?
Absolutely. What's great is that we showcase how you can personalize and really kind of dress up a home even when you're in a $300,000 price point. So there are lots of great, easy ways to do that, and I think the parade really showcases that.
Yeah, I think like with home buying, people can get intimidated by, if it is a nice design, that can be done on various budgets.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I think the thing that's really interesting to me is going in and seeing how just little touches can make a really big difference in your home. And it can give you ideas for in the backyard, what kind of outdoor living do you want to have? What kind of patios? Some of the homes have incredible patio sets, or they'll have a little putting green. There are a lot of fun ideas. It's kind of like seeing your Pinterest board in real life.
Make it come to life. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
So tell me, so there are 64 homes. Obviously, they're not all bunched in the same area. How do you choose locations and builders for each one?
So there's a wonderful app for the Parade of Homes. So you can go on that app and see all of the different locations and map out your route. If you want to do it all in one day, you certainly can do that or map it out. The parade started last weekend, and it goes through August 23rd. Thursday through Sunday, noon to 5. So you can, just plan maybe 3 different weekends of going out and touring.
Yeah, really plot it out. But so when you come up with the idea for the following year, so for this year, how do you choose where you're going to build and which builder? What goes into that process? Do you want me to?
Yeah, you're welcome to. Yeah.
The builders choose. So the parade is open to any builder who is a member of the Home Builders Association, and they get to choose which homes they want to enter. They are new homes, so you're going to see all the latest and greatest of the new homes. So builders get to decide.
So these are all already under construction or being planned, and you're choosing them.
Yes, very much so. Yeah, and the thing that's interesting is we get to see some of these new communities that are really coming together in different areas of Denver. There are homes right in the middle of the city that people may not be aware of.
Yeah.
But then obviously there's the urban sprawl as the suburbs continue to grow. And the great thing this year is that we also have taken the parade to the peaks. So you can go up to Grand County and get some great ideas for maybe a second home.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a dream.
If you're in
isn't
the
it?
market.
Right. So it's so interesting because, like you said, people are going to be able to be exposed to different neighborhoods or areas that they haven't, been eyeing before. Tell me about this market today. I mean, I know it's like not your agents, but what are you seeing? I know I won't ask you too many real estate agent questions, but are there any like up and coming neighborhoods that we're missing out on, or anything that surprised you?
Well, they're always new in neighborhoods, lots of new master planned communities. They're out east, a lot of development around DIA, a lot down south. Again, as you continue to move out into the suburbs, you're going to see more of those. In terms of the market, it is a challenging market right now. We're seeing that, particularly in Colorado, more so than in other parts of the country. But it is a challenge, but I think people will get excited about a new home when they come to see the parade.
I mean, I know like a lot of the finance or the affordability is the interest rates, and they've just been so stubborn for the past like couple years. But a lot of people I've talked to, a lot of these new home builders are offering incentives and that sort of thing, which
Absolutely. Dana can definitely talk about that more.
Yes, lots of incentives to buy that rate down.
Yep.
There's a favorite saying that we use in the industry: "Date the rate, marry the home."
I've heard this.
Yes.
You make things sound so easy.
Exactly. But it's true, because rates will come down. And
Yeah.
so if you find that home that you just love, you don't want to let that go. So go ahead and take advantage of purchasing that home because it's available today, and then you can change that rate later on.
My parents keep reminding me that their first home, they had like a 12% interest rate.
Yeah.
So they still feel like the rates are low.
Very affordable, yeah. But it's all relative.
That's very true. So for these custom home builders, I mean, again, we keep talking about how things have changed in real estate just in the past maybe like 5-10 years. Has it been pretty tough for custom home builders?
It's actually better for custom home builders. We do have a custom home community, and we actually are seeing more activity there than in some of our other communities. Those buyers are typically a little more insulated, from the changes in economics. So yeah.
Your starter home is usually not a custom built home.
No.
But for some lucky people, it may be.
Yeah.
That's exciting. So what can people expect this year? Is it like this? You said the beginning was 1940s. I mean, I'm sure it's evolved and everything.
It's
Do you try to do
evolved a
something
lot.
new every year?
Well, I think, yes, there are always things that are a little bit different. One thing that is new and different this year is we do have an app for the parade, which is making it a lot easier for people to find the homes, get around, because once you download the app, it automatically connects with Google Maps. It's very easy for you to get step-by-step directions to the different communities. So that is something that is new. The parade, it is ticketed. A portion of proceeds goes towards this wonderful local nonprofit called the Home Builders Foundation. And they do a lot of work to help people live independently. So building ramps and different accommodations for people in need. So it's great to be able to partner with them. A couple of the things that are new is we mentioned the parade and the peaks. So being able to go up to Grand County, check out some phenomenal homes in Winter Park and Fraser. And then we have debuted this year the Designer Challenge.
Oh, that's new this year?
It is.
Okay.
And we partnered with Coble for this for our first year. So I'll let Dana tell you a little more about that.
We're very excited to be a part of the Designer Challenge. So when this opportunity was presented, we just jumped on it. We have 2 identical floor plans, and we have a designer who has come in and designed with 2 different design styles. So one is a spa retreat style, and the other is a modern eclectic. And so you get to see how different a home can look and feel with just different design styles.
So this you said this is the same layout or similar
Exact
layout?
Exact same
footprint.
floor plan.
But it's
Minus the elevator.
correct. There's
One
an
of the homes
elevator
has
in
an
one and not the
elevator.
other. But
Yeah.
otherwise, they are identical.
That is so interesting
it's
because
really
design
fun.
has such a huge power over a space.
It's incredible.
It can
Genelle.
transform it. And so, I mean, that's a great segue into our next guest. We're going to, after the break, we have Shelly Ganon. She's part of the designer challenge. She's the one who designed both of them.
She is.
All right, we're
She
going to bring
is.
her in because
Yeah.
we need to hear from her and her inspiration and just all things design. All right, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Colorado Conversations. We're talking new homes, new trends, new tech, new design. Here with us to talk about it is Michelle Ellis and Shelly Ganon with Divine Staging. Thanks for being here. We're talking about this new designer challenge for the Parade of Homes this year. Tell us what that it's all about because it's brand new.
Yeah, so this year we've partnered with Copel, and they are 2 townhomes with the exact same footprint in Montmere at Autry Shores, which is up in Superior. And we took these 2 homes, and they got zhuzhed up by our favorite friend, Shelly, over here, where she gave each home a very distinct look and feel. And it really gives parade goers an opportunity to see what a tremendous impact design and decor can really make in the way you express yourself in your home.
Yeah, I think it's so cool that for new homes, that's what you have a blank canvas. Whereas like a resale home, you know, you're kind of relying on the owner's vision, but you really can transform the same space and make it look 2 different ways, which, you know, you appeal to more people like that.
Oh, of course, yes.
Yeah.
So you're with Divine Staging,
Yes.
and you brought some things with us. Are these things that are trending right now?
Yes, actually they are. And these are things that I used in each of the homes. So like we were saying earlier, we did a spa retreat theme and then a modern eclectic theme. And so with the spa retreat, you can see it's a more calming, creamier.
Is this what we're talking about here, right? Okay, in this area.
The creamier colors, the linens, things like that. It's more of a visual calm. Whereas with the modern eclectic, you have bolder colors. I used a lot of blacks. I actually started that house with the vision with the green couch, and I knew I wanted to use that green couch, and so I built off of that. And with that, with the spa retreat, it's more visual calm. With the modern eclectic, it's more visual. It's a more visual. Oh my goodness! I've
Just
lost my
looking, you
words.
know?
Yes,
I mean, it's
energy, more visual energy.
Yes. Oh.
That's the word I was looking for. And so I got to use a lot of velvets, a lot of teals, and those emerald, beautiful colors with that. So
I mean, this is awesome that you were able to kind of bring 2 different visions to life. What other trends are you seeing that you know people may want to latch onto in their new home if they buy one this year?
well, we're seeing a lot of things come back, which is interesting. I've actually been seeing even toile. I don't know if y'all remember that fabric, but
Toile.
yeah, I was just at Market, and it's a print that is an older print that we used to use quite a few years ago. So things like that are coming back, more of the traditional colors. It's really been great to see a lot of that color coming back. And in these homes, it was also nice because, you know, we all had paneling back in the day as well, like in the 70s. Well, now they have this great new paneling. It's acoustic paneling, and I was able to use that in the modern eclectic home. And then in the spa retreat home, it's a honeycomb or hexagon paneling.
Incredible.
And so just seeing the 2, and I used them on different walls and different things so you could see those trends. And as we all know, wallpaper is making a comeback as well.
Which is crazy because I remember when I was younger, maybe in like 5th grade, I had like the yellow panel of floral.
Yes.
And then my sister had some other really, really dated. Tell me about wallpaper. It kind of scares me a little bit.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's because we all had to take it off in a home before.
Yes. Put it on and take it off.
I think it gives you PTSD.
It does. But it adds so much to a room.
Yeah.
So in the spa retreat home, we used a grass cloth vinyl paper.
Gorgeous.
And I was a little worried. I thought, I don't know, I loved the paint with all the art and the things. But then once we put that wallpaper up, it does change everything.
Yeah.
And you can even use bold. They use a lot of bold florals now. And I've even seen black wallpaper that looks amazing. That's like a leopard print, kind of a monochromatic. And so, yeah, there's just all kinds of different wallpapers now that you can use that can truly change a way of
And
room
the
looks.
texture.
The textures.
Yeah, I love the textures, especially with the one you're talking about in the spa retreat. It's incredible.
Do you also work with tech? Like, do you also put the tech design in, or
No.
Okay.
Just all the visual decor and things.
It must be just so fun. I mean, when people are at home, maybe they shop at like TJ Maxx or whatever, but this really opens their eyes to what's possible. Because you wouldn't think certain things go together or use wallpaper or black. What would you tell people that are trying to design, on their own? Maybe they're not able to hire a staging company or a design company.
Just making small changes, even if not, you don't have to do big architectural and layout changes in a home. Just adding a different color palette, or layering textures, or mixing materials, and paint to me is huge. Just painting can make a huge difference in a home and how it feels.
Are we over the grayish or the beige, or not the grayish, the beige, the gray? I don't
Yep.
even know. There's
We
so many
are
different
over
shades.
that.
We are
We're
okay,
definitely
whatever it is,
over
we're
that.
I
over
have
it.
to bring her to my house because
Okay.
it is now completely out.
Yeah,
sadly.
it's out. Yeah,
I got
we're done
left
with that.
behind in the simplistic gray and beige, and now I'm like, I didn't know I can use color in a peacock.
Oh, it's
Yes.
gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
The other thing that's really neat in the Homes in the Designer Challenge is, in addition to Shelley really showcasing these townhomes phenomenally, we worked with a few other companies like Jimmy Keys with Keys Concrete Coatings. They did different flooring in the garages for each of them that are like different colors, so you can see how that's different. We worked with Wow window boxes so that you can see gorgeous fresh florals, and they have a different flavor in each home. Then we have jellyfish lighting, which is so incredible. So you can have lighting on your home all year, and it doesn't look like you forgot to put away your Christmas
You mean
lights.
outside?
Outside, yeah, it's incredible. And then Everscent does, it attaches into your air conditioning unit, and you can have scents in your home.
What kind of
Very
scents?
cool.
Are there like specific scents?
You name it. Like there, I
love
think
fresh
with
cut
the
grass.
spa, with the spa home, I think they went for like that kind of spa calming scent. And then Seasonal Porches did a really good job with showcasing different ways to outfit your porches. So in these homes, they have balconies on the roof, which have just phenomenal views of the Front Range. But Seasonal Porches did a really good job showing different ways that you can turn your outdoor space into a true living extra area of your home.
I was just wondering, is there a particular space in the home that people are focused on now, just putting more time and effort into the feel and like the comfort of it?
In everyday life, like
Yeah, like are you seeing anyone really pay attention to porches, or maybe their landscaping in their front yards or their bathrooms? Is there anything that people are really into right now?
probably I would say outdoor spaces are a big one, and then this living rooms and the family rooms, those spaces, and bedrooms. I mean, really all of them. I'm like, you can do so much with all the different rooms, and you know, it's always so nice, and it's always good to remember that small intentional changes have a surprisingly big effect. So like, you really don't need to do much to change your space to make it feel better. And going to these model homes and going to the parade of homes is always a great way to get ideas that you can incorporate into your own home, despite your personal style or your budget, because there's so many great things you can do and even do on your own.
Yeah, you would probably cringe if you came to my house because I've kind of given up. I'm like, I don't know what to do with the space, and it's just going to exist how it is. But definitely, like, you get your creative juices flowing at Parade of Homes. We do need to take a break, but we will have a couple minutes to come back and kind of wrap up and see how people can even get involved in this. So we'll be right back. Was that horrible? All right, welcome back to Colorado Conversations. We just have a few minutes left with people from the Parade of Homes this year. It's already going on, so you still have time because it's going until August 23rd.
Correct.
So you guys have a new thing this year where you have some homes in the mountain area. So and these are kind of the higher price point.
Correct.
Tell us about
Correct.
those.
Yes. So they're in Grand County, both in Winter Park and Fraser. And there are some townhomes, some custom homes that we've talked about, and then also some production homes, but they are higher end. So so they range all the way up to $6 million. We do have some homes that we're offering anywhere from the high 2s to low 3s.
Okay. So people, so if you have a ticket, you can, even if you're not like pre-approved or anything like that, people can go check out these places.
Oh, yeah. One ticket gets you access to every single home, and you're welcome to go more than once. One thing we are doing is that each home you check into, you have another entry to win a $3,000 gift card at the end of the parade. One person will win.
Ooh.
So if you need incentive to see more than one home, there you go.
Yes, keep visiting and scanning.
Yeah,
Yep,
you can
yep.
put it towards your down payment on your next mobile home.
Exactly.
That'll make a big dent today.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's great for
Exactly.
design
Yes.
or anything like that. It's certainly helpful.
Yeah.
So you guys also, you want people to vote on different homes. Tell us how that whole thing works.
So the People's Choice Award, everyone who visits the homes gets to choose their favorite in the parade, and then whoever has the most votes wins the People's Choice Award.
So what we typically do is the voting is by different price points for the homes, but then we of course have the designer challenge voting. The good news is you don't have to feel guilty about voting for one home versus another because Shelley did them both.
Yeah.
So she's going to win one way or the
She
other.
is, yes. But fun to see what people prefer in terms
I
of the
know.
spa or the modern eclectic. So I've already had lots of people have very strong opinions about which one they like.
We
So,
have
yeah.
at the Home Builders Association of Metro Denver, we've had quite a few discussions
yeah.
about that as well.
their favorite.
I love it. I mean, everyone has different tastes, and
Yeah.
you know, maybe they don't even know that they like one or the other before they get in there and really see it. Are there any ones that are your favorites, or can you say?
Well, of course, my favorites would be Gold, but there's so many different
I
beautiful
love them
homes.
all.
Yeah.
The thing I've really learned is that, well, each of the homes really makes me want to either A, sell my home and buy a new one,
Yeah.
or B, redecorate my entire home. But all kidding aside, it's incredible seeing what goes into these homes
Yeah.
and the talent. We have here in the Denver metro area, the dream homes, people really love checking out the dream homes. So we have one down in Franktown by North Star Custom Homes that is truly phenomenal. I could not figure out how to open the front door. It's very, very fancy.
That's the first challenge. You can't
Yeah.
buy the home unless you can open the
but
front
I
door.
did figure it out.
So
And
Michelle,
the home is gorgeous.
this is going on until August 23rd,
It is.
and so people still have time. Where do people buy tickets?
Yeah. So you just go to paradeofhomesdenver.com, or you can go to Google Play or the App Store, download the Parade of Homes Denver app. You can buy the tickets that way. And you can tour the homes for the next 2 weekends, Thursdays through Sundays, from noon until 5 p.m. each
so
day.
exciting. And then if
Yeah.
people are interested and maybe they can't make it out, are they still able to tour these homes?
Oh, of course. Yes. They're open all the time and
Open
all the
available till they
communities. Yes.
hand
A
over
lot
the
of them
keys.
are,
keys.
yeah.
Exactly.
And if
All
you
right.
go on the app, a lot of the homes have virtual tours with them. So you can get a little taste that way too.
That makes it very convenient. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys coming in and telling me all about it. I haven't been yet,
you.
but I mean, I'm very intrigued. And there's
Yes.
64, so I got to get started as soon as possible. All right. Well, thanks for joining us today on Colorado Conversations. We'll see you next time.